What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in today. And as you can probably tell from the title and thumbnail, today we are going to talk about the new Ghost Recon for 2025. Possibly. That's not an official release date. This is it's just a rumor as of right now. But basing it just on the information, I wanted to give some thoughts on it. Yeah. First off, okay, let me get this. Let me straighten this out. One, I've just really bounced into the Ghost Recon franchise myself for a little bit. I have Breakpoint and Wildlands. I'm really enjoying both of them. Wildlands a little bit more, but we'll get into that in a second. And so I was wondering, with both of them being older games, when's the next one coming out? Because these are older, 2018-ish and on. That there should be another one on the way. The last thing that we've heard is that there is a rumor from one of these, I guess, quote unquote leakers on Twitter, an official leaker, that Ubisoft is working on their next Ghost Recon game. Now, there's still a couple things that are in the work. I think Frontline was this BR that was supposed to release, and it just never happened, so it got pushed back till October. Here we are in 2024, and it's nowhere near. There's no updates. We haven't heard anything good, bad, nothing about it. Then there's Heartland, which is like an extraction shooter open mod that no one can talk about, even though some have played the closed beta. But again, we don't have an official release date. So the only thing I can say is maybe this next game is going to be the next Ghost Recon game, like the actual new update, like maybe this new open world free roam game, not any kind of BR or extraction shooter. And let's just get into it. So I'm hoping, based on, I guess, just the community that I've seen and my personal opinion, I want there to be a Wildlands 2. I think that would be what everybody would want. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think the next Ubisoft game needs to be Wildlands 2. Now, here's a couple things that we need to understand as, consumers, a group as a whole, is we're never probably going to get everything that we want, but I do have some, I would say, notes. I have some, I guess, I have a wish list, right? This is my go-to. If they asked me, said, hey, what would you want on this game, and let us, and they made it, right? So number one, I would think I would want from what would be quote unquote Wildlands 2 is I would bring both, as far as map wise, just whole, I don't know, because we've done the desert, we've been out there, we've been like in the Mexico, South America scene, and we've been in jungle, and on both games we've done, snow, right? So why don't we bring both those maps together? There should be almost like Amazon jungle type stuff, maybe some, Aztec buildings, a little bit of downtown urban area type stuff, but not too much. And let's really deep dive, maybe be able to get into, both kind of atmospheres or hemispheres, depending how you look at it. Almost like Grand Theft Auto goes, and when you drive down in different parts of the city, cars change, everything like that. The buildings differ, like they get deep. And from what I've seen from Wildlands 2, playing Wildlands 2 a lot, there's a lot of significant details in there. And I think it would be just like there's so much opportunity for them to go in to make that map even better. And the only reason why I say that maybe they should bring Breakpoint into that is because some of the technical stuff that they have, I think would do justice in like an updated Wildlands 2 type of game. The next thing that I think that should come along with it, right, is I want customs. Like I want everything. Like okay. I initially wanted something very like city base, right? I thought maybe the next Ghost Recon game, since we've done, again, they've done like desert, they've done Mexico type stuff and jungle, like I just said, let's go city, let's go downtown, right? Let's do, city-based exploration. Let's do missions. Let's be able to go in there and infiltrate like up skyscrapers and, you know, have to jump off and halo jump things. Like all these crazy ideas would be great. But then I thought, isn't that what the Division 2 is? You know, with all due respect. I mean, it's, again, there might be a Division 3, we don't know, but we're not talking about that right now. So if the Division holds cities, I don't know a game better involved in like third person, shoot 'em up, however you want to call it, that does better than the Division, both 1 and 2. I don't. The atmosphere is great. The weather was great on the patterns for both games. I just enjoyed them. But so with that being said, take the next Ghost Recon game away from the city. So, and let's just go back to what everyone loved. Wildlands. So let's give them what they want. But when I mean custom, Division does so well on customizations that if you jump into Division 2, even 1 right now, odds are you're never going to find the same 2 players as far as aesthetics. They're all going to be different. And I think the next Ghost Recon game needs to have that. I know it doesn't need to have, you know, all the wild stuff, you know, like in seasonal and the Santa stuff and, you know, some of the flamboyant colors, because a lot of people that end up playing these Ghost Recon games want more of the realistic play. So give us different types of uniforms. Bring in all the other Ubisoft stuff. Bring in more Splinter Cell. Bring in a Sam Fisher character. Bring in, well, they've done that, but I mean, give us more cosmetics of that. Bring in all the guys from Rainbow Six. Well, again, minus the flamboyant stuff, which nothing wrong with that. But we might not want bright colors when we're trying to take on the cartel. Maybe you want that. That could be cool. But at least we have the options, is my point. At least you're going to be able to have a large basis of customization. So if you go in, I want to be able to have the same thing like Division. Never 2 of the same player. Always going to be different. Just mad customization. One thing that I think both games did really well as far as Wildlands and Breakpoint was that it was their DLC. 100% do an Alien versus Predator theme. Let you fight in the jungle and in South America. Feel the, you know, go through water, go through a river, and not know if an alien's gonna come out and just grab you and drown you. You know, walk through the jungle, try to sneak up on a tower, right? And then you hear that, like that, whatever that weird, you know, that I'm doing it horrible, but that predator noise, you know, that dude's there, you know, or he's hightailing you, and then you're caught in a war between them. Like, there's so much that could do. I know they did the Predator and Wildlands earlier, and I think that they canceled it because of licensing would be the best bet, because you can't hold it forever. But I think that was just such a good move from Ubisoft. Like that's an awesome thing that I think should bring back. The last thing that I think should be done is that when you're in a unit, you know, if you're playing by yourself, you're not with your boys, you have to have control of your other 3-4 guys in your squad. I want to custom all of them. I want to be able to pick I want sniper, I want a more aggro guy, I want to be able to change to an extent what they're wearing, their aesthetics, so that way whenever I'm going with my unit or we're out and about, I just want to have that customization on them. We don't have to have the same amount from main character to each one, and we don't even have to switch between them, right? I think that's going a little much, but I at least want to know that I can custom my own unit. At worst case, I want to be able to give them their jobs. I want to give them their title as for a recon guy, you know, a home-based guy, one that works on transport. You know, really let us just deep dive even just a little bit more in it. You know, imagine having, you know, placing your sniper on a hill, you and your guy try to go infiltrate. You have your other guy who's doing, you know, exfil, so he's go ahead and he's trying to get, you know, the gun, or I'm sorry, not the gun, but the car or the truck, whatever, ready, right? He's just ready to go, and all, you know, so much possibility. And since it's been so long for these games, I'm, you know, outside of my lack of actually making a game, I'm pretty sure we can have that capability, at least some, right? And I mean, that's really just what I, you know, is me wishful thinking, but that's what I would like to see. You know, if you guys have any opinions, I mean, join the comments. Let me know. Hit me up. Let me know what you would like, what you think the next game would be, or if you've heard anything, have any news, Drop it in the comments. Let us know. See what's going on. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. If you would, don't forget to leave a sub. We just broke 100 subs on YouTube. I appreciate you guys so much, and you have a good night. I'll see you later.